Dame, Nino. Dame, Ale. Qué hater. Okay, good morning, good morning. Yum, 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 yum. Before we begin, let me take the attendance list. Cameras off equals to absentee. Cordova, you have to find a way to fix your camera. ¿Cómo no? Y solo pasan poniendo ese filtro. Emily, you gotta cut. Why you did that? Oh my god. Your long hair just disappeared. Oh my lord. Okay, before we start the second semester, I want to say thank you for being 90% of the grade responsible. Nonetheless, I have the grades here. I was working on that during the weekend. Most of you were very, but extremely responsible when delivering your assignments, okay? But we still have some of the students that believe that turning in your assignment 23 days later is just normal. And it is not. Shouldn't be like that. And I speak for my class. I just don't know the way you work with the rest of the teachers. And that is something I won't be asking each of them. But I took into consideration attendance for those of you that attend to class on a daily basis. And I wasn't mean, okay, when taking points off for late assignments. But the second semester, I won't be able to do it. Okay? So please, if there is an upload thing, upload it. If there is a to do something, do it. Okay? Not for me, but for you. For your records, for your grades. Remember that you never know how life goes on, as the song says. And you may get a scholarship, and the first thing you're going to need is your grades, your report card. That is your recommendation letter. That is as a first thing. The second thing I wanted to say is that I was crying all over the weekend when I was checking your stories. Some of them made me cry of laughter, and some others made me cry of the way you developed your stories. Okay. I read scenes, singers, and bands, and I read about princesses in a castle. I read about blood, about ghosts, science fiction, a tea day with the queen. I mean, about kids at a playground. And I must say this, most of your stories must be published. Me cae, güey, que sí. Es neta. I feel very happy when I read all of your work, and somehow I feel sad for those of you that just decided to copy paste from the web, because there were stories like that. It takes me a lot of time to check your. I'm not saying yours. I'm not even saying the name of the person who did that. Unfortunately, that person is not here today. So it takes me a lot of time because I have a filter. It's a program that Mr. Carlos gave me. I just copy one random paragraph of the story you wrote, and that special program looks for that story on the web. Okay. And miraculously, there were two stories that appeared on the web. So, what's the point in uploading something that is not of your own? But cada loco con su tema, cada cabeza es un mundo. Yo no puedo arreglar el mundo, pero sí puedo felicitarlos a todos por sus historias. Me encantaron las historias de en la que hay niños involucrados. You developed each character very well. Um, there are some arcs in stories. No, Alejandrina, it wasn't you. I loved your story, by the way. Um, the arcs of the characters, the characters have to have a development. They have to begin, they have to develop, and they have to end. Okay, whether they die or they reach what they were looking for. Most of the stories were like that. Particularly the one that made me cry around 12, 1, Celestes, about the son that reaches his mom on the más allá. Si hay más allá, ¿por qué no hay tortillas acá? It was a really sad story, but it can happen. We never know. We never know what happens after we're dead. Roger, your incredible particular title of your story was just amazing. It was not the typical prince that fights against the dragon to save the queen. Was very funny. The way you ended the story was just a blowout. I mean, guys, se la volaron, ¿verdad? For those of you that took the traditional story about princes and castles, it was nice. It was very good. I think this in this grade was one that was como un secret castle, the Quecha or something like that. One of you wrote that, no? But there was one story that has like a ghost living in a castle, and now the castle is open to kids and they can go and play. And the girl was swinging on a swing, and then she fell on a lake and died by drowning, and the police found her some miles away from the place where when she fell off. It was very nice. Once again, your stories broke the rules, because I read other stories in other grades and were very basic, as there were others that were really nice. And congratulations once again. Congratulations. What else? If you have a doubt of how writing a short story, you should have asked, okay? Because a short story of your own should be something you create. You create from the setting, the character, you describe them, you approach the reader, you keep it hooked. Y la verdad que sí, me divertí mucho leyendo las historias. It took me forever, but it was worth it. Okay? So for those of you that believe that I don't read your stories, I do. And I love them. I have check your grades, and if there is a complaint, please let me know before Wednesday. Okay? On Wednesday, I send everything and I forget about the second bimester. All right. What else? What else? The syllables will be available today because I'm just waiting for the corrections. But I might share with you what is it that we're going to do on the second semester. Remember, this is language 2. Okay, it's not longer language 1. So those of you that have low grades on the first semester, this is your time to shine. Okay, rise and shine. The time has come and the glory of the Lord shines upon you. Así que take it. Take the time. Okay, this week, como que están en noveno y a donde decimos esto. For this week, we have the story The Magic Tree House about dinosaurs before dark. The grammar approach is simple past, past progressive, and present perfect progressive. The song is YMCA. That was suggested by Alex. So Alex is going to guide us in the activity of the song this week. For week 20, we have Cassandra Clare, The City of Bones. This story was in the list that we discussed. Okay. I found the PDF file.
23 books.
25.
25.
No, the one is The City of Bones.
You have to look the series and the movie. Es mejor que leer 25 libros. Yo salí muerta de esa serie.
Future and future progressive. Future perfect progressive. The song is Crazy Little Thing I Love. Week 21, we are going to continue with Cassandra Clare, City of Bones, negative and tag questions, additions and responses. Week 22, we have The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We have gerunds, infinitive, and phrasal verbs. And I Will Survive and Let It Be. Those will be the 2 songs. Since you are too many, in some weeks, we have to include 2 songs. Okay? I Will Survive and Let It Be. So in week 23, we have the midterm test. And it's going to be based on the contents of week 22. Hopefully, we can do the exam on Friday so that we can finish reading the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in those 2 weeks. Week 24, we have Lacrimosa by Silvia Moreno, adjectives, clauses, and we have the song Stand By Me. Week 25, the story of the left-right game is just 1 page. The models and Imagine by John Lennon. Week 26, The Hanging Stranger by Philip Dick. The passive and the song Girl, I Want to Make You Sweat by Bob Marley. It's a hit. You're going to love it. And on week 27, we have the final test based on the contents of week 26. Now, if you open Moodle, the plan is already there. Okay? So the plan is there. To be this one. Okay, the classes will be as follow. You are going to read the story throughout the week, okay? Which is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You will read it on your own. And on Thursday, we are going to have the discussion about the story. Okay, each one of you has to have like an analysis of the story based on the characters, characters, traits, and theme of the story. Okay. The one who suggested the story, which is Alejandrina, right? And Daniela, you have to summarize it. Okay. And
Which one?
Alex, on Friday, you have to guide us in the in the song. Okay. Whether you want an analysis or you want for people to sing it or for people to say what they feel when they hear it, you have to think. You have time to think about it. Okay, and you will do it on Friday. Questions regarding to this week activities? No. Okay.
Miss, what do we what does Daniela and I have to do?
¿Que la mamá de quién?
What you say we have to do?
Come again, please. Oh, you have to summarize. You have to summarize the story. Okay, summarize the story. The one of the week, the one about the dinosaurs. Ah,
Pensé que había dicho
okay.
que hiciéramos un resumen de toda la saga.
No,
30 páginas.
se pasan
Los primeros
ustedes.
5 libros, 30 páginas.
Ah, es poquito. Okay, Magic Tree House. Okay. Magic Tree House, Dinosaurs Before Dark, Mary Pope Osborne. Okay. Just by watching the picture of what is going to be the so-called story of the week, I would like for Angel to tell me, what do you think this story is going to be about?
¿Qué creo de qué hablan?
Mhm.
Pues de dinosaurios, como dice el título, y no sé, seguramente va a contar alguna historia de cómo un dinosaurio conoce a algún niño, o algo. Como se ve en la imagen, es que realmente como se ve en la imagen. De hecho, hay una serie,
Okay, you
Miss, que
think?
se llama, perdón, es que hay una serie que se llama, bueno, no, Primal se llama, y trata de eso, de cómo un dinosaurio se hace amigo de una persona.
Okay, okay. Elizabeth, what do you think about it? About the picture? What is the story going to be about?
About the past and some adventure of the kids going to have with the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
Okay, adventures with the dinosaurs. Very good. Sofia Gurcia?
I think about the dinosaurs and children's myths.
Okay, how they met. Okay.
Yes.
Isa Cordova?
I think that the life of dinosaurs uh, and how they be with humans and I don't know, share time with humans.
Okay, how they share time with humans.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Mm. Angie.
Children having to meet dinosaurs.
Okay, children's adventure meeting dinosaurs. Okay. Okay. We are just going to read the first page, okay? For you to find it interesting. Help us, Gabriela.
Only the first page.
Yeah.
Okay. Mary Pope Osborne, Chapter 1, Into the Woods. Sorry. Help! A monster! Said Annie. Yeah, sure, said Jack. A real monster in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. Run, Jack, said Annie. She ran up the road. Oh, brother. This is what he got for spending time with his 7-old sister. Annie loved pretend stuff, but Jack was 8 and a half. He liked real things. Watch out, Jack. The monster's coming. Race you. No, thanks, said Jack. Annie raced along into the woods. Jack looked at the sky. The sun was about to set. Come on, Annie. It's time to go home. But Annie had disappeared.
Okay. And that will be it. If you want to know what happened to Annie, I recommend you to go and download the story right now. Click in the button follow and mentira. And find it out. Okay, it's gonna be very interesting for you guys. Questions regarding the activities of the week? No? Okay. Tomorrow, please have your notebook with you because you will have to write something and put it in Moodle. Okay, this is something very important. When it's a classwork and you're not in class because you were too sleepy, there is no way to redo the assignment. Okay? I want for you to have this very clear. If it is a homework and you were absent because you were sleepy, you're lucky and you can put it up. But if it was a classwork, even if you put it up, if you are not in the picture of the attendance of the day, you get a 0. Okay? Unless you have a medical excuse or the light went off in your community. Those are the only excuses because today we just have 21 students. And you are 29, 30 regularly. So the ones that were not here today, qué mal por ellos, va. Porque ya mañana yo no le puedo estar explicando qué pedo. Check your grades, and if you have questions or comments, please do it before Wednesday. All right? Okay, guys, see you tomorrow and have a wonderful beginning of the week, beginning of the semester, and beginning of that bimester. Bye.